In Hong Kong, Chinese New Year is the big family holiday. It's a time when relatives rush home for reunion dinners. Celebrations, especially eating, continue for several days. A dim sum breakfast is a favourite time for families to catch up on the gossip. Lee Shu Tim is a chef, and he enjoys being waited on for a change.
In the Chinese culture, in the family, the whole year starts today. With the family, the gathering today start. The family people cook together, sit down together for the future or for the past year, for everything, with the talking, the communication with the family.
Breakfast is the only meal that Chef Lee usually shares with his wife and children. Then it's off to work at one of Hong Kong's top hotels.
Breakfast is the only family time. If my wife is free, we'll go and eat breakfast together before I go to work. We both enjoy a good cup of milk tea. The Hong Kong-style milk tea really tastes good. We enjoy sitting at the pier, drinking tea and having a chit-chat. Any family-related matters, we'll talk everything through in the morning.
Today, Chef Lee is almost alone on the commuter ferry from Hung Hom in Kowloon to Wan Chai on Hong Kong Island, where he works.
I start at 9 in the morning and work until 10 or 11 at night. It's a pretty standard schedule for a Chinese chef.
He's chef de cuisine at the Hyatt Hotel's top Cantonese restaurant. He started his career when he was just a boy.
I've been working in this restaurant for over 20 years. I started 50 years ago, working on an outdoor food stall, jumping to other eateries every 2 or 3 years to broaden my horizons and pick up new skills working under different chefs.
Chef Lee only works 5 days a week now, but he's lost none of his enthusiasm.
You have to accept the long working hours, but I still love the process of cooking. When I turn different ingredients into a dish, and then the customer polishes off the dish, I feel really happy about it.
Some chefs have fiery tempers, but Chef Lee is more paternal as he hands out the traditional Chinese New Year bonus.
You must make everyone feel important. You must appreciate them. Let them know they are playing a crucial role and that the team can't function without them. Then they will feel this is a good place to work.
Well, Hong Kong is one of the most crowded cities on earth. Lots of Hong Kongers live in tall residential blocks of flats. In fact, there are 7,700 high-rise buildings here in Hong Kong. That's more than New York. And when you look at skyscrapers, 10 of the world's top 100 tallest skyscrapers, they're here in Hong Kong. Again, that's more than New York and more than Chicago. Hong Kong has long been an international financial hub, a gateway to China. The city's a magnet for money and talent.
My name is Paul Wu. Good morning. How's it going? I'm an equity analyst for Samsung Securities here in Hong Kong, and I analyze stocks for Chinese internet and telecom companies. I've been in Hong Kong now for over 5 years. Any news today? I majored in history as an undergraduate. And then I worked in Japan for a few years as an English teacher and as a translator. I speak Japanese as well as Chinese. And then I went back to graduate school and have a master's in international economics. And from that, I started my career in investment banking, actually. I realized that I would enjoy research more, given my history background, where we basically spend a lot of time doing analysis and writing, which is quite similar to what you would do as a history major. Paul Wu. I start work usually around 7 o'clock in the morning. Yes, how are you this morning? We come in and have a morning meeting about 7:15 where we discuss our key ideas for our sector for that day. My client base is mainly institutional investors throughout the world. Yeah, the results were better than we expected. For this particular region or this particular point in time in history, Hong Kong is a very exciting and interesting place to be. For investors who want to invest in the China growth story, Hong Kong is one of the best places to do so.
Even the low-end 3G is still better than their 2G. So.
I generally go home by 7:30, but if a company is reporting financials in the evening, I sometimes stay until 11 or 12 o'clock at night. A 12-hour day is quite normal.
Paul rents a luxury apartment in the mid-levels district of Hong Kong Island. A 1,000 square foot flat typically costs around $2,500 a month.
Hong Kong, in a sense, the energy and the speed of things going on here is quite fast. One of the downsides I think about Hong Kong is it's very much based on making money, and perhaps the cultural opportunities and things like that are more limited than you would find in a New York or in a London.
But the career opportunities more than make up for that.
A couple of years ago we had the financial crisis, and these other cities are still recovering slowly from that, and right now Hong Kong is going gangbusters, and it's a very exciting, interesting place to be.
"95% of people in Hong Kong are ethnically Chinese. There are hundreds of thousands of expatriates from Britain, Japan, America, Australia. But not all Westerners are foreigners."
My name is Marianne Bunton. I was born and raised in Hong Kong, and I'm a freelance event organiser.
Marianne's grandparents were missionaries in China. Her parents met in Hong Kong. She studied in Australia and worked in Britain, but her heart and her career brought her back to Hong Kong.
Okay, it's Friday of Chinese New Year in Hong Kong. It's a public holiday, but our team are busy working. We're organising Social Media Week next week, which involves 39 events over 20 venues in the space of 5 days, so we've got a lot of preparation to do. I love the variety about my job. Every day is different, and I get to meet so many exciting people. So that excitement and adrenaline really runs me, but it is exhausting. And I think everyone in Hong Kong works double time and a half, and this is no exception.
Oh, we're not. Let's try a bit of this.
It's Saturday morning. We're at the Laundromat Studios, where I'm rehearsing with Noughts and X's. We play every Saturday morning, preparing for gigs all over. Let me introduce you to the band. Okay, there are 6 of us in the band. This is Josh, who plays guitar.
Hello.
And sings. Winnie on bass. Hi. Gideon plays keys. Carrie Ann sings and plays glockenspiel, and Alex on drums. I love the creativity of being in a band, and that's something that was really missing from my life before I joined. Being able to create new songs, make music, really have a laugh, it's good fun. I think our band is so typical of Hong Kong. Everyone's got such mixed backgrounds and unique perspectives that they can bring to the band, so a real collaboration.
Hong Kong is quite definitely her city.
I'm a non-Chinese Hong Konger, but I do feel very much at home here because everyone in Hong Kong has come from somewhere. Everyone's got a story. I mean, this started off as a desolate rock 200 years ago.
This is where I fall.
But that rock is now pretty crowded. Marianne lives in a 500 square foot apartment on Hong Kong Island.
So we're in my flat, which is in the heart of Sheung Wan, which I love because it's so close to Central. I can walk everywhere, but still got so much character right outside. And I work from home as well when I'm not in coffee shops or clients' offices.
Rent is about $1,200 US a month. It's 5 stories up and there's no lift, but somehow that adds to Hong Kong's appeal.
The only other cities I could live in would be New York or Tokyo. I think they've also got the energy, the drive, the characters that make Hong Kong so special.
That energy, together with ambition and hard work, is what all of the people we've met have in common. Hong Kong is a modern city built around business and success, but it still has a very traditional heart. Well, another Chinese New Year has begun, but this edition of Working Lives has come to an end. So it's goodbye from me, Andrew Wood in Hong Kong, and let me wish you good luck in the Year of the Rabbit.